Walk into a bank with $100 and they treat you like a problem to be managed. Walk in with $1 million and suddenly there is coffee, a private room, and a man in a suit who knows your name. Same bank, same building, two completely different worlds. And the wall between those two worlds was built on purpose to keep you on the side that pays. My name is the Hidden Rich Guy, and today I am going to walk you up every floor of the bank, from the bottom to the top, and show you exactly how they treat you at each level of money, and what they are quietly taking from you at the bottom that they would never dare take from the rich. Because here is the thing nobody tells you. The bank is not one business, it is a ladder. And where you stand on that ladder decides whether the bank works for you or feeds on you. Let me start at the bottom, the basic checking account. This is where most people live their whole financial lives, and it is the most expensive floor in the entire building. Think about what happens here. You keep your money in a basic account. The bank pays you almost nothing for it. We are talking 0.01% interest, 1 penny a year on $100. Meanwhile, the bank takes your money, lends it out, and earns real interest on it. Your cash is working hard. It is just working for them, not for you. And it gets worse, because this is the floor where the fees live. Overdraft fees, maintenance fees, minimum balance fees. The person with the least money pays the most fees. Stay with me, because this next part should make you angry. Banks in America collect billions of dollars every year in overdraft fees alone. And who pays them? Not the rich. The rich never overdraft because they have a cushion. The fees fall almost entirely on people living paycheck to paycheck. The bank charges you $35 for being $5 short. So the system is built so that the less money you have, the more they charge you for having it. Being poor is expensive, and the bank is one of the main reasons why. Now let us climb one floor up. You have got a little saved now, maybe a few $1,000s. The bank notices. The tone changes. The fees get waived if you keep a minimum balance. Maybe you get a slightly better savings rate. You feel like you're winning. But here is the trap on this floor. The bank offers you a savings account, paying you almost nothing, while inflation quietly eats that money alive. They smile and call it safe. And it is safe in the way a slowly sinking boat is safe. You are not losing it all at once. You are losing it slowly every single year, while the bank uses your deposit to make loans at 6, 8, 10%. The gap between what they earn on your money and what they pay you, that gap is the entire business. And on this floor, the gap is enormous. Let us keep climbing. Now you have got real money. 6 figures. This is where the bank starts being genuinely nice to you. This is the floor they call premier, or preferred, or priority. Fancy words for, we finally see you as worth keeping. Here, the fees vanish. You get a dedicated person to call. Better rates on loans. They start offering you things instead of charging you for things. And notice the flip. At the bottom, the bank extracts from you. Up here, the bank starts competing for you. The exact same institution that nickel and dimed you at the bottom is now sending you a holiday card. Why? Because now you have enough that they are afraid you will leave. That is the secret the whole ladder is hiding. The bank is only ever as nice to you as it is afraid of losing you. At the bottom, it is not afraid at all, so it takes. At the top, it is terrified, so it gives. Now let us go to the top floor, the private bank. This is the world most people never see. To get in, you usually need a few $1,000,000. And up here, the relationship completely flips upside down. Up here, the bank does not charge you fees. It gives you loans against your investments at interest rates lower than what a normal person can dream of. The rich do not sell their stocks and pay taxes. They go to the private bank, borrow against their portfolio for almost nothing, and live off that. Their wealth keeps growing, while they spend borrowed money that the taxman cannot touch. The bank becomes a tool that multiplies their money. So look at the whole ladder now. At the bottom, the bank is a parasite. It feeds on your fees and pays you nothing. At the top, the bank is a servant. It hands the rich cheap money and helps them grow. Same bank. The only thing that changed is how much you had when you walked in. So what do you actually do with this? You cannot teleport to the top floor tomorrow, but you can stop being the easiest meat on the bottom floor. Here is exactly how you climb. Rule number 1, stop letting the bottom floor rob you. If you are paying monthly maintenance fees or overdraft fees, that ends this week. Switch to a free checking account. There are banks and credit unions that charge 0 monthly fees and 0 overdraft fees. The rich pay no fees. You should pay no fees either. This is the easiest raise you will ever give yourself. Rule number 2, never let your savings sit in a normal big bank savings account. That 0.01% account is a slow leak. Move your emergency fund into a high-yield savings account. Right now, those pay around 4%, sometimes more. Same safety, same instant access, but 400 times the interest. The big bank was betting you would never bother to move it. Bother. Rule number 3, separate the bank that holds your spending from the bank that grows your money. Keep a small amount in everyday checking for bills. Keep your real savings somewhere that actually pays you. And get your long-term money out of the bank entirely and into investments, where it grows faster than any savings account ever will. The rich do not store wealth in a bank. They store it in assets and use the bank only as a tool. Rule number 4, and this is the mindset that changes everything. Start thinking of the bank as a vendor, not a parent. You do not owe them loyalty. They feel none for you. Shop your rates. Move your money the second somewhere pays you more. The wealthy treat banks like they treat any supplier, coldly and on their own terms. The moment you do the same, you stop being prey. So let me bring it all the way home. The bank is a ladder, and every floor is a different deal. At the bottom, you are the product. At the top, you are the customer. Most people spend their whole lives on the bottom floor, paying fees, earning pennies, and calling it normal. They never realize there are floors above them, where the same institution behaves like a completely different animal. You do not need millions to start climbing. You just need to stop volunteering to be robbed. Kill the fees. Move the savings. Treat the bank like the vendor it is. Every step you take up that ladder, the bank treats you better. Not because it likes you more, but because it fears losing you more. The hidden rich figured this out a long time ago. The bank is not your friend. It is a tool, and the only question that matters is whose hand is holding the tool, yours or theirs. I am the hidden rich guy. If this opened your eyes, you know what to do. I will see you in the next one.